Hi hopefuls, I hope that you're well. We're trying a different angle today. This month we are talking about travel. Hello, miss. Hi. And Raquel, you said about going to Holland, first of all, this month, and then also how it just rejuvenates your soul to be back home, and it feels just very home to you, even though you've called so many places your home, and it just gives you like that heart feel. And while I am probably about 50 minutes, 40 minutes from where I grew up, I wouldn't say that driving those 40 minutes and going back to my hometown gives me any of that like feeling, but I do feel like this state, Maine itself, is home. And I think like 40 minutes is not like enough. I don't think of like a space in between, like it's all pretty much similar, but where we've decided to live, I just love it so much. I'm so happy that we chose where we did. It feels very homey, but I think somewhere that gives me a nostalgic feeling, like every time that I've gone, it's just like that feeling, like I love it, is I love going to DC, and in particular the National Mall really gives me that feeling like every time that I've gone. I did spend 2 weeks living there, staying there, before I had made the trip to London for a semester. So even though it was such a short amount of time, I just really fell in love with the area, and ever since that, I think. And I had also traveled there in high school for a marching band competition. We had to like ride buses down, go down to DC, which from my school was like 15 hours, I think. But ever since having stayed there for 2 weeks, I've been able to visit a few times after that, once on my own, again with some friends on a few different occasions. It gives me that feeling, and I would love to go back. I would love to take Dave there. Even though with all of us traveling around, Dave has never been to DC, and I would love to take a trip and go. Maybe not over the next 4 years, but maybe after that. We'll leave that. We're gonna put that right there, and we're gonna leave it. I don't really have any upcoming travel plans personally, family stuff. We were talking about going to Disney this month, but I don't think that that's really gonna happen. But what I would love to do, and what I would love to talk to the two of you about more seriously, is me just traveling out to England, which I'm of two minds of it, because if I go, it would make sense to bring Dave and the kids, but I also am in need of a trip for myself, because Dave's been able to do a lot of traveling for himself this year, and I would like to do some traveling for myself. And of those trips, what I would love to come do is come and visit and be able to meet up with you guys in some kind of capacity. So I think we should definitely start talking about that maybe a little bit more seriously this year, and maybe we can get that going soon, because I am very willing to just travel there. It would make the most sense in my brain. It would make the most sense. And I'm due for a solo trip. It's been too long, and I deserve it. I'll say it, I deserve it. But yeah, that's kind of, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the chat. But that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will meet you back here next Tuesday.